What's going on, people? Welcome back to another JSTV. Back again. I've got echo at the background. Is that you, Mustafi?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah. Can you sort it out, please, mate? Sorry. I'll give you a minute. Like, take you out.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, go
That's
on.
better. Thank you, man. Thanks so much for that, mate. Yeah. So, thanks for that. And yeah, I've got JSTV back again, and this is the Real Talk podcast show. I've got Pete, the regular chat. Hi to you, Pete.
Hey, John.
Great stuff. I got new guests as well, and I got Mustafa from Birmingham, Newcastle fan. Hi to you, Mustafa.
All right there, mate.
Good stuff, good stuff. And guys, like the video, like what you watch. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well, please. Super chat is open as well. And also, if you'd like to become a member, the link is in there as well. And that is me, the link to become a member. Click on that, click and paste it, how you want to do it. And then it's just 99p as well. And hi to Andrew as well. Hope you're well, mate, as well. So, yeah, so let's talk about a little bit about Sunday's game. And I've got my staff as well. We won by 4-2. And it was a good result. And we just got to wait now. We're going to get into a conference. So, Mustafa, what do you think of the game on Sunday, mate? 4-2 win.
To be fair, it was we got back. The performance was a good performance in terms of creating chances. Bruno had a phenomenal game. Was literally everywhere. One of the things for me, Hall, I like how Hall's integrated into the squad at the moment. Confident on the ball. People are kind of like having a go at him for his defensive side, but I don't really see that. One or two times positionally he might be out, but he does get stuck in, or tends to always get the last throw in, get a throw in and whatnot. But yeah, it was a good performance. It was a good 3 points. However, it's just waiting for the FA Cup now final. But yeah, it was a good game. Isak got on the score sheet. Bruno got a few assists. We did kind of miss Gordon. I don't think Barnes was so effective. He kind of it goes in and out of games for me. However, he did obviously pop up for the first goal with the header. But yeah, it was a good final game of the season.
Yeah. Fair shout. And Pete, just a little breakdown as well on Sunday's game for the people that haven't listened to you yesterday.
Yeah, great result. First off, we really controlled that game after they get the goal disallowed. To get 3 goals and coming up to half time was exceptional. Second half, Brentford started better, getting the 2 goals back. But we made sure we got the 4th goal just to make sure the game was sealed. To win the game 4-2, because it looked a little bit nervy when Brentford were looking to get back into it. We should have had the penalty before that though as well. I don't know how that wasn't given. To me, that's a penalty all day long. But some of those players, it was great to have Paul back in, great to have Edgerlin back in. Those players have been a miss for us. I don't know why they were starting previously as soon as they came back, because Dubravka's been terrible as of late. Bruno needed a bit of help, which he hasn't been getting previously, which is why Joelinton came back in. And look how class Joelinton was yesterday, and Bruno as well.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, look, at the end of the day, now they're off to Australia now, just for this ridiculous. It's a hard one to say, yeah. I mean, it's a friendly we could do without, to be fair. I'm not going to lie, straight after the new season, Mustafa. So what's your take on that?
To be honest, football is football. The only thing with the games, it's Australia, so it's quite a long journey, obviously, there and back, jet lag. But I think it's a chance for players. Probably, I'd like to see Joe White. I'd like to see him probably get a start. And Murphy deserves to get a start also. Apart from that, there's no one really. Obviously, the other youth players are kind of getting released. There's quite a few of them, so there's not really much point. But I don't really see much of a big issue for them to play, because at the end of the day, everybody wants the signings, the money to spend, and all of that. So these are kind of things obviously we're gonna have to do commercially to obviously grow our fan base in Australia. But not only that, it's football at the end of the day, and it gives other players that probably on the peripheral of the team a chance to get showcase themselves. Really, yeah, I have no problem with it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair shout there. Just and Pete, your take on this ridiculous friendly, like, you know what I mean? Straight after the season, you got the Euros as well. I know.
Yeah,
Go on.
Yeah, it's a bit baffling to me as well. I mean, you haven't got much time to get ready for the Euros. Think about it. Australia's nearly a full day of flying, pretty much, or definitely a full day of flying. Players are going to be jet lag coming back. Are they really going to want to train if they're absolutely full on jet lag?
Nah, not really. I just don't get it. I just don't understand it at all.
I've been to Australia before. I was feeling for at least a couple of weeks.
I don't think it would probably be the usual intense training for these kind of like two friendlies, to be honest. But in terms of the journey time, definitely is an issue. But at the end of the day, we have to do these things. Man United have been doing it for years. Chelsea have been doing it. Yeah, all your other elite European teams have been doing these kind of tours. It is obviously maybe hard, but at the end of the day, also our team isn't full of internationals, really and truly. Let's be honest. You got your Bruno, you got Joe Linton, Pope. Sometimes might get a chance. You got Almiron, Paraguay. Then obviously you got Gordon now, and Trippier. But apart from that, there's a lot of players in the team that could probably do these two games, to be honest. Like I said, like Joe White, I haven't seen enough of him. Alex Murphy, I've seen a bit of him. Like them kind of players can get the chance to showcase themselves, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, the fact of the matter is, it's just done for me. I mean, it's a thing you could have done without you. End of the day, it's a football match. It's a football match. You just got to get on with it, yeah. But
exactly.
We got Japan coming up soon. But I mean, I got to ring up the people involved with. Yeah, it's been a bit of a problem, but we're going to look into it as well. Go for the comments as well. Please keep this comments coming. Smash the likes as well, please, people. We look like a team with Pope and Gould and Big Joe back. Yep, and Harvey D as well. I mean,
definitely. Joe Linton has that steal. Like, we've really missed him. Absolutely missed him. Like, Bruno has been carrying Longstaff and the other central midfielders been playing with. Anderson, I can't have a go at him because he's still kind of like getting into it. Like, but Anderson's picking up the Longstaff syndrome where he's starting to disappear in games sometimes, but he seems active, running around, and Bruno has literally been carrying them. But now, the last couple of games with Joe Linton back, he just seems like he's got a fresh lease of life. And don't forget, we've not had Trippier for a lot of the games, and Trippier, a lot of our play goes through Trippier. He sees a lot of the ball, whereas now it was kind of like give it to Bruno. That's why, like Hall also, even Remento, the players that are comfortable with the ball, like for example, like Cher, is comfortable. Even Burn to an extent, he's kind of like comfortable on the ball. But yeah, Joe Linton coming back. I wish we had him just 7 games ago, because yeah, man, he's I can't. And it's Joe Linton as well. It's typical Joe Linton. That sitter that he misses yesterday, that's just typical Joe Linton. He's like a striker that we brought in, can't finish to save his life, but he's literally, arguably, one of the best central midfielders in the Premier League. Yeah, man, he's got it all, and I'm so glad he's got the new contract as well.
Yeah, that's a fair shout there, man. That's a fair shout. Not bad for the first time coming on Michello, but you're doing brilliant, man. It's all about the money, though. Apparently, this Aussie trip means the club gets $3 million. I mean,
look at that. You can't argue with that.
You can't argue with that.
Can't really argue.
Yeah, and at the same time,
you've got the thing. So you've got FFP as well. That helps you a lot as well. So any money helps. You can't go wrong with that, though. To be fair,
exactly. And also, what we're going to also remember, with Newcastle, we're big in Newcastle. It's one club in the city. They want a club in the city. people like myself, yourself, that live outside Newcastle support Newcastle. That's fine. However, when we leave the shores of the UK, let's be honest, we're not your Liverpool, we're not your Manchester United, we're not your Chelsea's, or Arsenal, where we've got that kind of like brand. And Silverstone's come in, and obviously he's fair play to him. He's getting us more, and we've had none of this commercial kind of like publicity ever under Ashley, and it's kind of good that we go into Australia because we're getting more. We'll get more Australian fans. We'll hopefully have more Australian fans subscribing as well, and listening to us. It's had a knock-on effect for all of us: the club, the supporters. You know what I mean? People that create content. There's new supporters getting made in Australia, but for me, I absolutely have no problem with it because at the end of the day, these guys are on £60,000, £100,000. They have the best physios. They have the best nutritionists. The only thing I would say, like mentally, it might be mentally draining. They've just finished yesterday after all week of training. They've had to fly out and however long. So that would, for me, it would be like the only kind of like downfall that that it would maybe have.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. But £3 million, so it's worth it, man. And it helps, in my opinion, it helps a lot on the FFP. It's all about the money. Yeah, I read that. Thanks, Loren. I appreciate that. Big up to Mick, by the way. Hope you're well. And we also got been out seeing my son with it being my 53rd birthday today. Lee, happy birthday.
Have a great birthday, Lee.
By the way, any birthday messages, get them far away. Yeah, make sure you do that. And we read it out. Big up to Mama Flossie, the lovely Mama Flossie, the best mod in my book. And she's the only mod I've got. And I also got Drew Gunners as well, sort of thing as well. So, yeah. Big up as well. Big up to Drew Gunners as well. Big up to Yeti and Jez as well on the Insta group as well. Let's go on to, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, everyone, from John, everyone. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate that, mate. And it's all to do with review for the club. Yep, I'd agree. Lloyd Kelly has made an official announcement. He has left the club. Eddie Bingham to us. I'm going to touch on the Lloyd as well. Lloyd as well. Pete, I'll start with you, man. Lloyd Kelly. I mean, he's got a lot of injuries, right? People are saying get this guy in, fee signing as well, right? Would he be a first teamer? Because when Sven Botman comes back in,
might not be a first teamer. That's a tough one. But does he improve? Does it give us a bit of depth? Yeah, I would say it does. He's not my first choice, to be honest. Like free signing, I don't think you can grumble in a way as well because you don't have to pay. You're not paying any fee transfer fees from. But of course, you'll have to pay the wages, obviously. But we need young centre backs now. Everyone apart from Botman are in their 30s now, so we're gonna have to look at younger centre backs in a way as well. And if we get this Tosin guy from Fulham, I think that would be great as well. But we need new centre backs. That's all I can say. And Kelly, you can play in two positions as well. So again, if Dummett goes, Target goes, well, Hall stay. But if say Hall was rested or was out injured, maybe you've got another guy that can play in that left back position as well.
Yeah. You said Botman's in his 30s.
No, everyone apart from Botman, who are all of the rest of our centre backs are in the 30s now.
That's not. I was going to say I thought it was Botman's 30s then, but yeah, I think you're right, Pete. I mean, look, he played two positions as well. Yes, he's injury prone. A lot of people's not even mentioned that. Yes, he is injury prone. Yes, we do need cover as well, and I think he'd be a reach sort of thing. You know what I mean? I think he'd be fine. You know, probably on a 4-year deal, most likely a 5-year deal. I can qualify. I've seen Lloyd Kelly, and he's a big unit. He's 6'3". 6'3". He's a big unit. Let's be honest about that. And big up to Gary Douglas, by the way. Hope you're well. No, you're right. We're not like them. We're better. That's from Lorraine. She's so passionate, isn't she? And I've got one for Colton family above United. Yes, we are indeed.
Yep.
And big up to Colton. First time, love that. Absolutely love it, man. Not having it. They are young, fit athletes taking court place.
100%.
Yep, I agree. Thank you. Big up to Mr. Kelly, the birthday lad, and Lloyd Kelly, a squad player for me as well. You know what it is, right? I mean, I watched Lloyd Kelly, right? Both games, home and away last season. I tell you what, this guy, he can actually play. I mean, he's left back, he's strong, he goes forward as a left back. But I've got a Bristol City fan, right? Called Craig. I used to work with, yeah. And when Newcastle, when City sold him for 30 million quid, Pete, 30 million quid. They said that they came to us and said they ain't worth that money. He is nowhere worth near 13 mil, but Bournemouth paid a 13 mil, and they celebrated
paid for him
13 mil.
For Kelly, really? Is that how much you paid for Kelly?
Yeah, Bournemouth paid
13 or
13 mil.
30?
Bloody hell.
13.
Oh, 13, yeah, he's all right. It's kind of
I'll
like
see.
it's
Well,
like a
yeah.
Jamal Lewis, isn't it?
But he's had probably a decent season for Bournemouth, considering where they finished.
Yeah,
in the league table.
He's been a part of that as well. I mean, he wasn't going to sign a new contract. He's always going to be on the fee. Let's be honest about it. Yeah, clubs after him. Players like teams like Liverpool are after him. Milan was after him. Spurs is after him. Yeah,
definitely.
Monaco, I think, as well. And you know what? I mean, it is what it is. So, yeah, it looks like Lloyd's going to come to Newcastle by the looks of it. That's not been confirmed, by the way. Yeah, so we'll see what happens on that.
I would see it as a replacement for Dummett. That's exactly how I would see it.
Yeah, we're going to touch on Dummett in a minute and Ritchie as well.
To be honest, yeah, I don't mind him. It's for free. He has a half a decent season, helping us in probably FA Cup games, Carabao Cup, probably here and there conference. Even if he's injured, we've got Bottom to come back. We've also got Burn. Tolson is the one that I want. Tolson is the one that I want because he is what we need to add competition for Share. Because let's face it, Share's fantastic. You know, £3 million signing by Rafa has done like above and beyond, scored screamers. But again, like I was saying, with Trippier being out, Share has also seen a lot of the ball, and we need another like Lascelles can't do it to save his life, bless him. But we need another centre back who can play with the ball. Burn does it to the best of his ability. Obviously, he's on the left, but on the right, when Share's not there, we've got nobody. Even with a fully fit squad, Lascelles can't play with the ball at his feet. So Tolson is the one that we really need to get over the line. Yeah, obviously he's right-footed.
Yeah, decent player, decent lad. Definitely need another keeper and a forward to partnership. To partner Isak. I kind of agree because Wilson's
Totally agree. That's like a really good point by Lee Kelly there, because we've got no one to bring on for Isak. We haven't even got anybody from the youth team. We've been clear, from literally mid-season. We've had even. I don't mind us even getting I don't mind us getting an elite striker to rival Isak. However, I don't mind us getting any striker that's just like a recognised striker, even if he's got a record of 10 goals in for the season or 7 for the season, just as backup to just switch and freshen things up when obviously Isak is either blowing, which he doesn't really blow, or having needs a rest, or when he's not available. And a keeper, Dubravka. Sorry to wrap it on, but Dubravka, he just doesn't cut it for me no more. Pope, he does save. All right. Dubravka makes saves that you expect him to make, but he gets a lot of plaudits for it. But these are saves he should be making. With Pope, though, he makes saves that you don't expect him to make. Like that. And and also coming for the ball, commanding his box. We've conceded a lot of set pieces and a lot of goals aerially because he's just not dominant in his box. He hesitates, kind of jerks, comes off his line, goes back. But yeah, backup keeper. I don't think Gillespie or obviously Karius is going to leave. Can obviously challenge for that with obviously all the competitions that hopefully we'll be in.
Yeah, that's
point, Lee, 100%.
Good point. Brilliant. Thank you, Lee. Has Dummett and Ritchie gone to Australia? We're going to come on to them in a minute, Lorraine, because if they have, they'll sign at the club. they were not invested in if they were going. I have my take on that as well. And I tell you what, it is pretty strong as well. Hope they stay there. That's from Alan. Loan chant to the Alan as well. Are we all Man City fans? FA Cup Day? Yes, we are indeed. 100%, Gary D. 100%, my guy.
We need European football.
Absolutely.
We need it, man.
Dubravka hasn't gone out to Australia.
No.
Dubravka?
No, he's not gone out to Australia. Get those boots back on, Ben, lad.
See, I would mind him for for a situation like these. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing Gillespie. I ain't seen him for a while. I literally wouldn't mind him seeing him go.
Yeah, I mean, Gillespie. I'm not being funny, right? But Gillespie. I mean, listen, right? I mean, end of the day, Gillespie signed a new 1-year deal. We definitely need a goalkeeper. Yeah, a world-class keeper for me, and just to keep Nick on his toes. Do you know what I mean? But
100%.
We'd get that one in the summer. Get them boots back on, Ben. Dubs us away then, Pete. And come on, the Sky Blues. Yep, indeed. Right, let's going to talk about. I looked at the Echo today, Pete, right? The Northern Echo, right? Mm-hmm. Scott Wilson has come out and said that Dummett and Ritchie could sign new contracts if we qualify for Europe. Now, we both feel strongly about this, right? Let's just be clear on them, right? I'm not going to lie, right? But this is the phase 3 of the project, right? We need to move on to where the club want to be. We want to win trophies. We want to win cups. We want to fight for titles, yeah?
Absolutely, yeah.
Ritchie and Dummett are not going to win the titles, win us cups, yeah? They're not going to be first teamers. They ain't going to be starting games, right?
Nope.
Yet, some of the people I've seen on social media, right, some of them think they're worth a deal, yeah? Let's be honest about it, right? I said yesterday, I don't want to see players that aren't good enough in Japan as past their time. I've seen a couple of people, and it's their opinion, yeah, thinks that give Ritchie and Dummett coaching roles, yeah, not at our club. Do it down the lower leagues, and if you're good enough, then come back to us, yeah. But don't start from us, yeah. It's more like job for the boys, yeah. I want to see quality first teamers, yeah, come in and make a difference, yeah. But I don't want to see them signing contracts. I want to see them away because we need to move on from them now, Pete. Because I'll tell you something now, right? If they sign new deals, then I'll get asked the question, where are we going? Because Richard's been in the since 2016. Dummett's been there all his life, yeah? We've got to move on. And if I was Yakuda Minty, right, I'll put in a transfer request because I've got to think to myself, well, I'm not going to get in this team.
They need a goal, John. I mean, they've had their time now. They're well into their 30s now, pretty much. Well, Ritchie definitely is.
35.
Dummett's 32, becoming on 33 this year, I'm sure. These need moving on. You can't give these players contracts anymore. I mean, what does that prove? They're not going to offer you anything. Do they play games now? Very rarely. Nah, I don't get it at all. If they had some role within the club, okay then, but not as kept as a player again on a contract. We need these replacing. If we want to win trophies, the Deadwood need shifted out. Them two are part of it, unfortunately, along with quite a few others as well, who need to be shipped out. I don't know. If we give these players new contracts, it's going to be baffling. I mean, does that show that we're not going to have much money to spend in the summer? I don't know.
We're supposed to be the richest club, and we're supposed to be the richest owners in the world, Pete. And the thing is, I know FAP's got a major part, yeah, but if you got to get rid of players like Miggy, we got to get rid of players like Murphy, 36, yeah. I'm sorry, but we need to get rid of them so we can push on, yeah. You can't afford to sell players like Bruno. You can't afford to sell players like Isak or Anthony Gordon. They're crown jewels, yeah. But the ones that aren't good enough, right?
They need to go.
We can shift them on. We can shift them on.
Absolutely on. The players out of contract, move them on. Get them off the wage bills. The players who are still in contract, who are not good enough, surely we can get some money for them. We can surely still get a bit of money because that will help with FFP. If we can get at least some of those players that we can get about 20 million for. Definitely can get 20 million for probably one or two of those players we can get. That we've still got, sorry.
Facts, absolute facts. What's your take on it, Mustafa? I mean, do you think we're right? Do you think those players I mentioned need to be moved on?
I was just going to say those 2 points are just scenarios that come into my mind straight away that cost us 6 points with those 2 players very, very recently. Dummett against Everton came on,
yes.
held the man down for no reason.
He may as well go in WWE then, the stuff,
Okay.
because
I
I tell
don't
you
think
what, though,
Richie's
my goodness.
cost us points actually. Ritchie came on the other week, done a sloppy back pass, went out for a corner, conceded from the corner that came in. Ritchie, Dummett, you've done well. Like, I'm not saying it as a cliche. Like, you've done. I remember Ritchie when he was in the championship, magic hat, all of that. Like, he's done well. Vocal within the squad, Mr. Motivator. Dummett, unfortunately, has been in he's been in the background for a few years now. Like you said, you can go and help Norberto Solano. I'm sure Solano's the manager of
Live.
Blythe, yeah. Dummett, get yourself down to Blythe. Help out Solano. We really appreciate what you've done. Richie really appreciate it, but they need to go because end of the day, that's two. Alex, that's stalling Alex Murphy.
Yeah,
and it's also stalling, like you said, a player like Minte, or you know what I mean. So yeah, they need to go. I don't think really. I think it's trying to have bodies and numbers, but them kind of bodies they need to go. I'm afraid. Dubravka, Ritchie, Murphy. I'm unsure about. At one stage, I wanted him out, but I wouldn't. I would like him to be like third choice winger. I would like him to be like our second choice, first choice winger. Even Almiron, I think his time's at an end. I can't see him pushing on any more than what. But yeah, Ritchie, Dummett, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. But au revoir.
You know what it is, right? I'm not gonna lie, right? But you just mentioned there, Alex Murphy as well. If I was him as well, I say, yo, I've got put a transfer request because how am I gonna get in this team? You're gonna give deals to Dummett and deals to flipping Ritchie as well. Do you know what I mean? I'm not having a go at them. I'm not having a go at the players. They're humble guys, but let's judge them as a footballer. They cannot take us any further forward.
Yeah,
it's as simple as that. Yeah. And if it's Eddie's choice, right? I love Eddie the bits. Yeah. This is going to be all on him because he's the one's doing it. So, and then we'll see what happens to the fans. But I'm getting a lot of tweets saying that, Eddie, do not do it. Get them shifted on. Simple as that.
Can't do that.
We need players that play for the shirt and the club and the fans, not for money. Facts, Lee. Facts. The club has put a contract on Dummett and Ritchie so they can get some money for themselves. Alan, get them out, man. Just get rid. Yeah. I want to move on. This is phase 3 of a project. Yeah. I want to see players coming in.
Right,
you know what I mean? Don't remember, our orders said they want to be number 1. The players can players like Dummett and Ritchie, 36 to a degree, Murphy to a degree. I'm sorry, but that ain't good. That ain't good at all. Big up to Rian, by the way. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good day. Big up to David. Hope you're well, David. Don't tell me this dead was getting new contracts. Well, according to Scott Wilson, it could happen. It could happen. Few of the loan players are back. Now keep the fifth. Keep them and get rid of Deadwood. Fat. Thank you, Lee. And big up to Chris, by the way. First off, congratulations on Leicester being promoted. I'm so happy for you. I'm going to try and get on my channel. If fans come on my channel, Chris, in the week, then we can have a show together if you want, man. And you can share the stream as well. So let me know on that, and I'll book you in for that as well. And I hope you're well. And Richie could end up on the coaching staff. A lot of people have been saying that, Pete. You could be on the coaching staff.
Coaching staff doesn't sound too bad to me. Because he might keep the dressing room going still. It's just not as a player anymore. Just not as a player anymore, John.
Yeah, I kind of agree, Mustafa.
But as a football player, coaching, have a saw like as a player in Ritchie, that tactical nous or that kind of speciality in something. Not really. His delivery techniques kind of all right. So I don't see what he'll probably like Pete said, it's probably if he does, it's just to keep the squad morale, somebody there that they know kind of thing and knows everyone. But I think they just need to just go. You know, sometimes we try and hold on to people, ambassadors and this and that. Like, yeah, I appreciate like you have to like recognize the work and the service that these players have given the club, but in some situations, you just have to say au revoir. And I think that's what it is. Not in a bad or bitter way or a cliche way. Like, honestly, Ritchie's done his thing. Like, he's helped us get to where we are. If we didn't go up from the championship that season, God knows what, you know what I mean? Like, so he's contributed to where we are right now based on past. But need to just go, man. We don't need it to, like, the coaching stuff seems okay at the moment.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to come in as a Mr. Motivator.
Yeah. There you go. I see what you mean, man. Fair point. Go on. Where does the transfer window open? Yes, it opens on July the 1st. But I don't think there's going to be many deals going through. Not while the European, not where the Euros are going on at the minute. So the Copa America as well, and in the States as well. Driving the coach. We need rid of Deadwood Simples. Massive changes for the team now, just like City when they took over. Absolute facts. Win. And I've got one thumbs up to Chris. Chris, let's sort a day out, man. Right? Tell us what days you're free, right? And I'll get you on in a week, man. And then we're going to talk about your team and a bit of Newcastle as well, man. It should be a cracking show together. If you haven't subscribed to Chris's channel, Leicester Till I Die, do subscribe to his wonderful podcast, yeah, Leicester Till I Die. He is absolutely funny and he's fun as well, man. And welcome back to the Premier League. Big up. And big up to Julie J. Hope you're well.
Real Julie.
And Ritchie wants to go on the road with his new wagon, so please let him go. Yeah, fast. And Malin as well. He just wanted to punch his dunny at all. And let's die. And also Thursday or Friday. Yeah, you know what? I'll get you on either Thursday or Friday, mate. I'll try and get on there. Thursday would be good because I've got Joe coming on this week as well. So I'm definitely going to get Joe on in a week, yeah. So I'm still waiting for a response from him. So I've also got Alice as well. Alice Abrams, a big United fan, coming on my channel as well Monday night. So hopefully Monday next week. It's not confirmed yet, but when it's done, bosh. And that is Leicester Till Die's channel. That is his channel. Do make sure you subscribe to his podcast as well. He is funny, great content as well. And I still want him to do my new intro as well. I've been waiting for that for years, but hey ho, we're going to talk about it as well. So let's go on to so for me, they got to get rid of as well. I want to talk about players who can make it. Minty, Pete, that guy's doing really, really well. Finals. Do you think he should get a chance in the pre-season?
Yeah, absolutely. He's done very well for Feyenoord. Yes, I want to see this lad, see what he's like in pre-season, and if he does well in pre-season, give him that chance to see if he can do it in the Premier League. Yep. Why not? The lad's very young. He's becoming a heck of a talent. So I want to see him give him the chance. He's not going to go back to Feyenoord because Arne Slot's now going to Liverpool. Will be the next Liverpool manager for sure. You've got to give the guy at least a pre-season. Surely you have to. It's a no-brainer. Considering players like Miggy need shipped out the club. Murphy, I think he's going to be more of a squad player if he stays. But this guy, I want to see given a chance. I really want to see this guy given a chance. You want to develop young players, the likes of Lewis Miley, the likes of Elliot Anderson. There you go.
Murphy as well. Murphy as well.
Alex Murphy as well. I know they've come through the academy, but Minty was we bought Minty, but the guy deserves a pre-season at least.
100%, because at the end of the day, right? I mean, you're going to get players like Dummett, like Ritchie, yeah, going to ruin their progression as well. But hey ho, what can I say, man? But I think Eddie's got a big job on in the summer. He's got to keep these players happy. He needs to. That's why he's got to be ruthless. We got Europe on GD, finished on the same points as United. Who got us a vital point versus Bournemouth? And that's Ritchie, of course. That's Ritchie, yeah. That's a Macca. Let's go on to Julie as well. Mint, here we go to Japan. I'm going as well, Julie J. I'm going as well.
Yes. I don't forget.
Go on.
Minty's done well. African. He had played in the African Cup of Nations, and he's scored a couple of goals in that as well. So it's not like he's just doing. And I think did he score a goal or two in the Champions League as well?
Yeah, he did. He scored against.
So he's done it on different stages. So definitely, It's not like it's just some people say, well, he's done it in the Eredivisie, Dutch League, all of this, all of that. All right, fair enough. We've seen it. Like we've seen the young brothers come here and flop. We've seen Anthony come here and flop for Man United. We've seen it, but this guy's done it. African Cup of Nations, and we've seen how them like the lads like it's a tough competition that is. People are kind of like, yeah, and he done well for Gambia, is it? And
Gambia.
yeah, and Champions League as well. He's got game time. Like for honest, like to give him the game time because I've been watching the game time that he gets, and it's 60 minutes, 70 minutes, like every game. Do you know what I mean? So, I don't forget, Feyenoord just won the Eredivisie last season, so they must have a pretty decent squad. And for him to come and like cement his position at right wing for a Champions League title winning and also Eredivisie winning team, therefore gotta give him a punt because at the end of the day, Gordon I rate him. Because Gordon, we haven't missed Maximum because of Gordon, and he excites us, and on top of that, he gives us that full throttle play for the badge, and what we didn't get with Maximum, end product, goals and stats. And on the right, Murphy, this season has brought me back. I was kind of like sold on him, like yeah, get rid of him. But this season, he's contributed enough. I like Pete said to be like a squad player, but Minte definitely deserves a chance.
Yeah, 110%, man. 110%.
I wouldn't even loan him to another club, you know. I would literally do what I've done with Miley this season and just have him in the squad. And all right, then you're in the squad, Minte. You're not going to get game time. You're not going to be first choice. However, if there's any injuries or cup games, we'll throw you in and we'll see how you take your chance. Just like Lewis, he's had to wait literally the whole season to just play a few games. But look, we're seeing a good example of Eddie's know how to treat these players.
Yep, very, very true. I'm looking forward for these youngs to give them a chance as well. And Efra's working with Julie G as well. Mama in the building as well. Do follow Mama Flossie on Instagram as well. And she'll be happy to follow you back as well. And Mama Flossie is amazing. He's still contracted to Feyenoord. The loan deal ends in June. So Japan, it is. Let's big up to Stephen Sayers. Big up to you, my guy. Hope you're well, mate. Please subscribe to my channel, Stephen, if you can. I believe it's your first time. And big up to Ian Badgley as well. Who's the current topic? Who's a current topic? Even lads to you as well. Ian, please subscribe to my channel as well, mate. If you can, that'd be amazing. Thanks so much in that as well. And taking from you that in case I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. I think someone mentioned it yesterday. No, so there you go. Let's go on to others as well. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate that, my guy. You're a top guy. Thanks for subbing my channel as well. Big thumbs up as well.
Got that.
And everyone else as well. So I'm going to go on the table. Do you think you should sign a new Ritchie and does she sign a new deal, Mustafa? Yes or no?
Don't what? Sorry.
Do you think you should sign a new contract, Ritchie
and Dummett?
Yeah. Or do you think it's time for them to go?
And not in a disrespectful way. No.
Fair enough. And Pete, I'm not going to ask you because I'll tell by your face.
I said it yesterday in the words of Claude from AFTV again. God rest his soul. It's time to go.
Thank you very much indeed for that. So I totally agree as well. So I want to just chat about Eddie Howe, right? I mean, look, again, he's done a great job this season again, right? Yes, he still picks favourites, but you know what it is, right? He's still done business well, got a 7th in the league, and that probably gets the Europa Conference as well. If we do get the Europa Conference, Mustafa, can we go, Mustafa? I'm sorry. Can we go all the way? Right. Sorry, Mustafa. Can you go? Do you think you can go all the way?
You thinking of the Arsenal player, Mustafa?
Yes, that's the one. Bless him. But big up. And just
Eddie Howe
answer as well. Thank you very much indeed for subbing, Ian. Oh, Ian B, my guy. Thank you so much indeed. Go on, Mustafa.
Yeah, Eddie Howe for me. I love him, and I've been having this conversation with my friend also from Birmingham, and he supports Newcastle, and obviously it's quite rare. And I was talking to him, and he was like, he sent me the thing of De Zerbi. He was like, would you take De Zerbi? I was like, definitely not. No, I would not take it. Because I don't want any other manager but Howe right now. But there's a couple clauses in that though. In the sense of he's came in and we've now got elite players where we didn't have. So we've got your Joe Linton, your Bruno Gomes, your Isaac, your Botmans, Trippier before he came in was already established kind of thing. Livramento's based on this. We're getting like more kind of like higher profile players, right? The thing with high profile players though is managing them and keeping that harmony within the squad and no big time Charlies. And with how he's got that in place, with, for example, when Isaac came to us, he was a potential, I'll be honest. He wasn't like one of the elite players as he is now. He scored 6 goals in La Liga. Like, I'm not disrespecting him, a couple of goals in like Europa League and whatnot. However, like he's potential. He didn't do it at Dortmund. It didn't work for him at Dortmund. He's gone to Sociedad, and it's kind of like worked for him. But he's come to Newcastle and become an elite player. And same with like Joe Linton, Bruno when it came to us. Again, potential. There's 1,000,001 Brazilian players that have potential, but it's getting them to reach that potential. Eddie Howe's done it again. So when we're signing now big players now, hopefully this summer and in windows to come, like for example Tonali, they can't come in on I'm the big man, because there's other. Bruno's a big man, and Isaac's a big man, and all these other players now. Gordon's a big man now, but you wasn't a big man when you come to us. However, you are now. So it keeps kind of like, I don't know how to explain. It keeps kind of like everyone humble kind of thing. Nobody thinks they're better than the other one, and they all have to thank Eddie Howe for getting them there. Because at the end of the day, when you came in, you wasn't on the level that you're on now, but you're on this level, and I got you there. So for that reason, I like Howe, because we could get another manager in, and we're not going to get realistically a top world-class manager, like, unless we paid silly bucks. I don't want that. I want a manager that wants to come to us. You get me? Like, wants to, like, for example, even like before Eddie Howe, Fonseca wanted to come to us. I don't mind that. Obviously, it's a big step for him. But like, Conte didn't want to come to us. I don't want you then. Rodgers didn't want to come. I don't want you then. I want you to have the passion to come to us. And right now, I don't think anyone can do a better job than Howe. However, with Howe, it's when his way works, it works fantastic. But I haven't yet seen a plan B, plan C in game. You know, when it's not going our way.
Yeah.
It's like if full intensity doesn't work, we're kind of like screwed a bit. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, you got to remember, Tonali hasn't been in the squad. Joe Linton hasn't been in the squad. Barnes has been missing for large parts. All these other players that will then obviously contribute to the way how our gameplay is. But I don't want no other man than Eddie Howe. I love him to bits. And I've wanted him out. However, I've looked at it now from a different perspective. We've still got a championship squad. Like, and he churns results. And at the end of the day, these games, we're finishing 7th. Really, that's like last season was an overachievement. Even 7th last season, we should have like I feel he's done well. 7th Europe or no Europe, he's done well. Keep backing him. He's got to keep that stability in place, and at the same time, he has respect from the players. That is a big thing, because he can bring a manager, but he might not get the respect of the players. These players that we've got, that are elite players, can't look at Eddie Howe and talk to him with any arrogance or disrespect. Because at the end of the day, I got you where you are. When you come through those doors, you was just potential. And now, when other world-class players come to the level of the players that we've got, they know automatically you have to respect this guy, because he's better than me, and he shows a lot of respect to Eddie Howe, Bruno, etc., etc. So yeah, man. Sorry to wrap it on, but Howe,
no,
I don't want nobody else. Keep that. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Like, don't be greedy and run before you can walk.
Yeah, facts. There's a few people who want some out anyway, but you know what?
And get who?
I
Who you
mean,
gonna get?
exactly. This is the thing. Who are you going to get? People need to understand who is going to come in. Don Carlo, Real Madrid. He ain't leaving Real Madrid. Diego Simeone, never.
They're
Yeah,
not
exactly. They're not going to come to
that
Newcastle.
job.
They're not going to come to Newcastle. There's
And
no
they're the
way.
managers that we need. If we
Exactly.
change how.
Jose,
Sorry.
is Jose going to come to Newcastle? Not yet. No.
Mourinho's done in the Premier League for me.
Yes. Mourinho might come because of Bobby Robson connection.
Could do.
That's the
But
only
I don't think
thing.
Mourinho's got Premier League. It's got it for Premier League management anymore.
You reckon? Yeah. I reckon he might. I don't want him though, because I look at his football, and it's not as expensive as the house.
Yeah, I think that expensive football will come back. Expensive football will come back.
When we've got Tonali, J7, and Bruno, believe you me, it's gonna be so. And then you got Isaac in front of them. I don't think Isaac or Bruno's gonna go. Bruno has got the release clause, so we're kind of like hands are tied until June the 30th. Sorry, but we got Botman to come back. We've missed Botman's pass. You know, Botman, he's got a pass where he passes in between the lines. I don't know if you reckon, like, he does a lot of passes where it bypasses their kind of like number 8s and number 10s and opens play where you can turn and you've got field to run into.
Great.
A lot of Eddie's done well, man. He's lost not just 10 players, it's like first teamers.
Yeah. Right, exactly. You're absolutely right. Thanks for that one. I'll come to Pete in a second. Big up to Pete WW. Hope you're well. Share the love to Pete WW when he behaves himself. He's a great guy. You got to love the guy. He's funny as well. Get rid of the dead word. Alan speaks facts. Alan knows facts. I don't have Twitter on your end. That account is dead. Just on Insta. You know what it is, right? I mean, Insta's getting better. You know what I mean? Well, it's always been a good platform anyway. So depends what you like. First chat to Mama Flossie. Do you remember Dwight Gale? He's just been released from Derby County. I remember Dwight Gale, can he play for us? He's banging 23 goals in his first season. And
Championship,
big up. Always tried as best and saved us multiple times. Wish you would come back for one last dance. Ian.
Definitely not, unfortunately.
No chance. John and Peter has got new Facebook accounts. We'll send you the link on Twitter. If I say, that's perfect, Gary, that's perfect. Just do that and I'll just follow your name, my guy. How do you not remember Gail Lorraine? Wow. And he was a great championship player in the Prem. And let's go on some more comments as well. Maybe because there was a time where I went off the ball with footy due to demand and work schedule and traveling up and down the country. And have I been banned, joined boy? No, you haven't, mate. I wasn't read your comments, my guy. So there you go. And that's fair, Lorraine, as well. Never mind, false alarms. Bless him. Stephen Ray, keep the chat casual, please. Thank you, Ian. Marina's yesterday's man.
Yesterday's man. He's right.
But League Gunner would definitely take him at Arsenal. He'd definitely take him. No doubt about it, apparently. I could be wrong, but he's a winner. But yesterday's guy, Marina would be quality. Proper Showman. Ian, due to work, I gave him a season ticket 10 years ago as I was paying for it, and the guy who took my ticket offers stopped, so we're traveling with work weekends, was a waste. I couldn't give my ticket away. That's fair enough, Lorraine. That's fair enough. With that, I'm great. Yeah, hope you're well, mate. And we've done it after the show. Big up, Gary. Thanks so much indeed for that. Oh, and by the way, 2 quick things so I'm through kind of Pete, right? First of all, I'd like to wish a speedy recovery for Adam P, by the way. Sad news of what's happened to him, but as far as I know, he cannot make Australia. I'm gutted for the guy. And if you're watching the show, Adam, wish him a speedy recovery, mate. And I hope you get better very, very soon. And finally, I'm not going to mention a podcaster, right? I'm not going to mention it, right? But Lorraine got rinsed yesterday by someone. I'm not going to mention the guy's name, and I'm not going to tell you who he is, right? But he's well known. I will not condone bullying of any sort at all whatsoever. So, Lorraine, you know me, DM. Lorraine, if you're watching, I'm sure you are. You do in the comments. You can send us DM anytime, and we will sort it out. And not just Lorraine send us. Billy Dummett as well. Big up to Billy Trier, by the way. Billy, if you're watching, my guy, I hope you're well. I'll get back on my channel very, very soon, man. So, Pete, Eddie Howe, I mean, Mustafa said good things about Eddie. Do you believe him?
Yes, I do believe the guy. We get the quality next season. We can have a very good season next season. Challenge for something. If we go and get into Europa Conference, who says we can't go and win that?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what it is, right? I mean, I think that conference could be very perfect because we don't get into Europe. I heard people saying that, oh, Vidic on his way, Isak could be on his way. And that's the thing, right? The thing is, like, Bruno and Isak has come for the project, right? They want to win things, yeah? They can't win things where we've got the usual suspects at the football club, simple as that, because they had, 7 or 8 years, they haven't won out. I can understand Steve Bruce's there. He was awful, by the way. I never want that guy as my manager. Definitely not. COVID years, Pete, me, you, Paul, Billy. Oh my God!
Nah, his famous words. Ticking along, he'll get a point, and he'll love. A point was like 3 points. He's like, yeah, it's to keep it ticking along. I'm thinking, oh my God, this guy's celebrating 1 point. Like, oh.
Listen, I don't celebrate 1 point. I don't even.
What do you think Eddie Howe's limitations are, or what?
One of them is definitely FFP.
Pardon?
FFP is definitely one of them.
Okay, but on the pitch, like, never mind what happens at boardroom. Like on the pitch, like when you watch a full 90 minutes of Newcastle,
still got Deadwood. That's another thing.
Do you think his substitutions is too rigid at making substitutions at 65
It can be
minutes?
Maybe a little bit of times, yeah.
Do you think he's got a plan B? Or do you think he's just what is? To me, it looks like his. And I'm not having a go at him because not a lot of managers have plan Bs unless you Guardiola, maybe probably Klopp to an extent. The rest don't really see a plan when they come out because it's hard to. Because at the end of the day, you spend all week at the training ground on something, but I'm just intrigued to know because my friend doesn't think so. He thinks that he thinks also that he's had his hands tied by injuries and stuff, but you still have to work with what you've got, I believe. But that's not. It's just like I'm just intrigued to know from a different fan's perspective.
Yeah. Absolutely. Going for Lorraine as well. Big up to Lorraine, by the way. I would ask him a question, and he was so rude and arrogant. And a certain person who is a mod decided to have a joke at my expense, and she doesn't even know me. Do you know what it is? I'm not going to mention her name as well. We know who she is, right? And I'll tell you one thing, right? One day, it may happen, one day. And let me tell you something now, right? And I'm sure that person, right, and her mate talks about me on a different channel, which I'm not going to mention again. Let's be real. And I tell you what, if it happens, and I find out, then the thing is, so Mustafa, there's a lot of people on there, right, bitch in the morning, right, and I'm not going to have it at all whatsoever. So, I mean, I'm glad we already mentioned it, yeah, and I'm glad she didn't mention the names as well. And I don't care if they're watching. I don't care. Big up to Billy, thank you. That's with Billy Trey. And I'm hoping the lad comes back all well. One of the top guys in the Newcastle scene. Bought me a steak bake while I was down and also helped me get a photo with Matt. And also, Yasser. Big up. Absolutely fantastic. You know what it is? I met Adam Lewis at times. Love the guy. And big up to him. You know, he gets a lot of stick. I get a lot of stick, Pete, as well. You know that, right? But
yeah, you do.
We just stay strong, don't we? We just stay strong.
That's the main thing. Just stay strong. That's it.
That's it. And I know you'll talk about awful person. That's from Julie J. If you had Dizzy Scott death, I'm sure Eddie would have a plan B. Yeah. And what annoys me is not making changes to a 60 million mark, lads. That's fine. Thanks very much for Modern Mama. I really appreciate that. And I hope to see you again hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday, one of the two nights. So you have a good evening, Flossie. You take care. And thanks, guys, to look after us as well. Brilliant. So, yeah, just it is what it is, man. But just got to go one more thing as well. I mean, if you give marks out of 10 for the season, Pete, how many marks out of 10 would you give?
Definitely a strong 7. We could have finished down the table. We've got 7th. It's just down to Man City to beat Man United, and we've got Europa Conference, and then we'll see Man United miss out on Europe next season. And we finally finish above them.
Exactly. Just gonna on here. I just put it on here. Big up to share the love to Mama Flossie, best mod on here. And you know what? Should be over the moon when I message her like that as well. And she's quite busy off late as well. I appreciate that as well. And is Lee ever going to make an appearance on these shows? True passion, rarely see the odds, these days at games. Ian,
Oh,
I'm going to talk to Lee. And
Lee's a good guy. Great channel,
he is.
Newcastle Fans TV. He's got a lot of things. He's the main channel of Newcastle Fans TV. So, and he's out there in Australia as well. So hopefully he's had a safe journey and got there.
I'm glad you asked that question, Ian. I'm gonna, when he comes back or whatever, I'm gonna try and get him on before we go to Australia. Lovely lad. Always I meet him away games, and that guy is an absolute true legend as well. And he's a great lad, love him the bits. And you know what? He speaks facts as well. He's the real one as well. He's a real one. He doesn't pull any punches, that guy. I'm telling you. Let's be real. And so that's it. No more football now, Pete. I mean, oh man, just the Australia bit as well. But for me, we hope to get to see Joe Willett come back from injury. Yeah.
Yep.
I think, and hopefully Lewis Miley. I'm sure they're going to get in the first team as well along the way. Or do you think they're going to come in straight away? It's going to be very tricky. You got Tonali too.
Well, it's interesting. It's a hard one, isn't it, John?
It is.
It just depends who's performing, who's not performing. You'll probably see Tonali miss a couple of games because it's not until August 27th that his suspension finishes. So we'll wait and see. But the good thing is, it's players back from injury. That's the main thing. Just a shame Lascelles and Botman are going to be out with us a bit longer, unfortunately. But hopefully they're back very, very soon. But Willock and Miley, they should be back for the beginning of next season.
It's just absolutely exactly. Let's hope so. It's because he's out for season. He should never come out and play it. He should never come out.
Mm-hmm.
He should never come out.
No, it shouldn't have.
Didn't have to. Thank you indeed, Alan. Thanks so much indeed, Jules, as well. Not mention ages. We'll be back next season, 110%. Right, we're going to wrap up the show there, guys. I know it's going to be an early one. I know you're busy. You've got a show tomorrow as well, Pete. And let's hope that Mustafa comes as well so you can get socials as well. And let's go for Alan's comms as well. Have assured the best ever Newcastle team, past and present. I think that should be a good show.
That'd be a cracking idea.
Cracking idea, Alan, man. That'd be a brilliant idea, man. And we will do that over the summer, 110%. Well, I'll probably do on that one, Alan. We'll do that next week. And, is that pick the best 11 or?
Yeah, I think probably it sounds like pick the best 11, past and players present all together.
Yep. Past and present all together. I think that's fair dues. Great show. Thank you, JJ. Good night to you, Jay. Can't wait for the stream tomorrow. Paul, see you there. And great show as always as well. So I think we lost Mustafa as well. If he ain't going to come back, thanks to him to come on for the first time. Great show. Thank you as well. And see you tomorrow as well, Ian. So, Pete, what you got coming up this week, man? And where can people find you?
Channel down there. PD Proudlock. I'm back tomorrow night with me and Mason. We're going for our top 5 past and present Newcastle midfielders. So centre midfielders or wingers. It'd be interesting to see who we go as our top 5 past and present tomorrow.
Yep,
because there's a lot of choices we can pick from.
I agree.
It's going to be a hard one, I can tell you.
Ooh, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
So do join us at 8 o'clock for that tomorrow night.
Yep. The link's in the description as well. And thanks so much for coming for doing that, Pete, as well. So I don't think the staff's going to come. I think he's got a problem with his phones. But thanks to the staff if you're watching me. Thanks for coming on. And got one here from Gary. Tell you what would be great if you could get Ant and Deck on the show, John. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? If I can get a follow, if I'm asking for a follow, send a DM. My God, that'd be awesome. Talk about all things Newcastle United. We can talk about a little bit of how did they become show guys as well, showmen as well. How long did it take to be a showman? That'd be amazing, man. That'd be brilliant. But and then we've got Tony's doing the stream in an hour on overload of agency content. Wow, that's Tony's going on. What's he doing? Agency content today. Well, I hope he gets better soon. I really do.
Yeah, I
really
don't think
do.
he's doing any. He wasn't feeling well yesterday, so
Nah.
he's feeling better.
Didn't look good, did he? Didn't sound good neither. Saw that in great. So, guys, if you like to watch, I'm gonna to shows tomorrow. Got a big one next Monday, hopefully with Alice, big Man U fan. She become on my channel. I'm gonna get Joe on my channel this week. We're gonna get Chris Lest I Die on as well this week. And we're going to talk about that. I'm going to send a DM as well. So make sure you smash the like, hit the subscribe button as well, please, guys. And we should be back tomorrow. Pete's got a show tomorrow. The best 5 midfielders, past and present. So do go on this channel for that. So I get lots in as well. And thanks for watching. And like, subscribe. As always, up the mags. Take care.